The Body Shop connects you with the hottest fitness models in the world. Learn the backstage secrets that most successful bikini divas, fitness models, and bodybuilders use to dominate their competition and land on the covers of magazines. Only here at The Body Shop will we allow you to listen and talk to the best of the best in fitness competition. If you're passionate about bodybuilding and fitness, you have found your new home. All of us here at FTNS Radio would like to welcome you to The Body Shop. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your host, Andre Brick Sinclair.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of The Body Shop. Thank you for allowing The Body Shop and FTNS not only into your homes, but also into your airwaves. Only here at The Body Shop will you learn the backstage secrets that the most successful bikini divas, bodybuilders, competitors from all around the world use to accomplish their goals and set their dreams ablaze. In the studio with me is my co-host, chairman of the board, the owner of FitnessAtlantic.com, one of the best damn promoters this side of the Mississippi. Please welcome Mr. Brian Cannone.
Bricks, what's happening?
What's happening, B? How you doing today, man?
Not bad.
All right, so now look at here, man. We roughly, what, 5.5 weeks away?
We are 5.5 weeks away.
Yeah, see? You like the way I did that, right? All right, we're going to get back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us for the first time, live on The Body Shop. I'm talking live on The Body Shop, baby. I got social media king, 7 million views.
7 million.
7 million views, all right? Please welcome Nick Wright to The Body Shop.
What's going on, family?
What's up, Big Nick? How you doing, man?
I'm doing better than ever.
Yeah, all right, now, Nick, I got a treat for you.
All right.
Brian, I got a treat for you.
All right.
Super producer Ermal, you know Brick's always got a treat for you. Okay? Brick's got a treat for you. I'm looking at the ticker right here, right?
Yeah.
Now, normally, we run 125,216. We run that number strong. We run that number strong.
Yeah.
When I put the tweet out today, okay, when the Bricks got on Twitter, when the Bricks hit the WW dot thing, the Bricks put who's coming on the radio show, part 2. Guess where we at right now? 175,321 people right now listening live to the Bricks, to Brian, to Big Nick, super producer Ermal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to The Body Shop, fitness icon. I'm talking legend in the sport, and I don't throw that word around loosely. Since 1994, this woman has dominated every single stage that she's ever graced. She has more magazine covers sold than any other bikini or fitness model around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor, it is my privilege to welcome back one of my biggest fans, as I am a big fan of hers. Please welcome the lovely, the beautiful, the multi-talented, the God-fearing woman herself, Monica Brant.
Wow! Can I have you at every one of my events this year? Are you sure you're talking about me?
Oh, I'm talking about the one and only, baby, Monica Brant. How are you, Monica?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm really, really good. Thank you.
No, thank you. It's good to have you back on.
God has blessed me with so much, and I'm always, it seems like every day it's just overwhelming to me, the things that I get to do. Right. But thank you. Thanks for having me, and wow, what a wonderful welcome. Thank you.
No, my pleasure, my pleasure. Now, once again, thank you for calling back into The Body Shop. I mean, the first interview was simply unbelievable, you know what I mean? So now, part 2, I have you here, and the question that is on everybody's mind, the question that's on my mind, okay? April 15th, Monica Brant is giving a seminar.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know how to train to win a contest, what to do after you win, how to get into the fitness magazines.
There we go.
How to get into the best shape of your life. How to eat to get lean and ripped. You want to learn how to make money as a fitness model? You want to know what type of training routines are the best? Which supplements are worthwhile? What works and what doesn't work? Do you want to know how to get the most out of your training? Then this is what I want you to do. April 15th, I want you to come down to the 4 Points by Sheridan Meriden. That's 275 Research Parkway, Meriden, Connecticut. Right? You sign up. Not only will I be there, will Brian be there, but Monica Brant will be there. So, Monica, what will you be covering besides just a little topic of what I just did?
Well, You know, since I've been in this business for so long, I mean, I'm going to talk about all of those things, but I know there's so many people that have questions for me about, you know, when I got started and how things have changed and where the industry's going. And so I want to be able to talk, and of course, my training, what I do, because at 41 now, I feel like I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. And I think, you know, without being in a competitive, you know, contest shape. So I think that from what I gather from the other seminars I've done and my fem camps, and the questions I get all the time is, what's my motivation? How have you got started? And people want to know those kind of things about me. So I really hope to be able to cover all of those aspects and, you know, reach people in their own walk of life too, you know, and hopefully give them something to take home, you know, from my talk and what's kept me going and where I started and how the industry has changed, because it really has changed a lot.
Right. You know what? Speaking of the industry changing, one thing that I know that constantly remains a constant, and that is the way that you interact with your fans. Now, the last time I saw you, we actually met face to face for the first time. It was at the WBFF Worlds in Toronto, Canada. And Monica was wearing this beautiful red dress with some black boots. I remember it well, Monica.
Iceland boots.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. And you know, Monica and the Bricks, we're talking, we're going one-on-one, you know, we're laughing, we're having a good time. And Monica had to leave to go upstairs to, you know, get some girls ready for the event.
Interview.
Right.
I had to interview some girls for my Monica Brant Inspiration Award.
Absolutely. And as you were walking away, there was a few fans that was like, Monica, can I get a picture? Monica, please, Monica, please, Monica, please. And even though you had something to do, you still found the time to stop and take the picture and smile and talk to your fans. Now, people that's been in the industry, you know, after 4 or 5 years, they feel as though they're too big for that. What keeps you so grounded to be so humble in the presence of your fans?
Well, I don't look at myself any different than somebody else. I mean, in my opinion, we're all equals. To me, we're like dominoes, and everyone is their own domino. And some people have a bigger number than the other person on them, but we all affect the next domino, the next person, the same. And so I just feel like, you know, whatever I can give back to someone else to make their day, to inspire them, encourage them, support, all of those things I want to do. And I feel that, you know, I've always said this from day one, when I first got started, I want to be in the center of my assignment for what God has assigned me for my life. Amen. And if this is where I'm supposed to be, and I feel like, my prayer is every day that I walk the path that God has for me, and I walk it well. So if that's my prayer, and this is where God keeps opening doors for me, then, you know, and laying out different jobs and different opportunities, then I need to do that well, and I need to be able to feel like I'm doing what God has called me to do. And if it's stopping to say hi to somebody and to bask in their excitement and to give them some encouragement and energy back, then that's what it is. And I hate to tell people I don't have time for them. It's really hard to do. So I know there's every once in a while that happens where it's like, I don't have any more time to, do this right now, but right. I really try my best to support and encourage others, because I feel like we're supposed to we're on this earth to bless other people.
Absolutely.
Ultimately. So Absolutely. Everything I do is really to try, obviously I have to make a living, but it is also to really try to bless other people with what I do.
Right. Now, do you still have the same passion, the same fire, the same desire that you did when you first, stepped on the pro stage in 1994?
Well, I do, but it's funny because I'm doing some different things right now, and my drive and everything is just as strong, but it's in a different field, but it's still athletic, so I can share with you if you guys are interested.
Of course we're interested. Not only am I interested, there's 175,000 people are interested right now, Monica.
Yep.
We'll save it for the next interview.
That's what I'm talking about. Part 3, baby. Oh, man. See?
You have to come back. That's it for now. No. I have no more time for this interview. I have to get beat.
Oh, you can't be young like that.
What if I tell you I'm a fan?
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I have had the opportunity, and I say it like that because it's been an opportunity for me. It's been an amazing blessing for me. I have run, and this is going to sound weird when I'm starting out, but just go with me. I have been able to and had the blessing of running sprints and track since high school all the time. Up to this point. I'm 41, so I graduated in 1989. I have run sprints the entire time. Now, there have been times where maybe I took a month off, a couple weeks off, but I have literally run sprints forever. And I've always enjoyed kicking my butt at the gym, or at the track, or getting that kind of workout in. Well, I never ran for more than, hey, I'm going to go out and get a great workout in. I never ran for a purpose, like maybe a track beat. So last November, I was working on a shoot for Austin Fit Magazine, which I do monthly. I've been doing it for over 2 years. Every month I go to a different location. We have a feature called Kick Mo's Butt, and I get to go, I like the way I say it, I get to go and get a new trainer every month, kick my butt. And so there, it's all different types of trainers here in Austin, and it's all about Austin community, fitness community. So last November I went to one, and the guy he does boot camps, and he also works with athletes on the track. So he's like, hey, I heard you do track stuff. So meanwhile, he's kicking my butt with, these 70-pound ropes and all this other stuff. He's like, you got to come to the track meet sometime, and I know you like, not the track meet, but the track practice. And so anyways, I said, okay, great, I'll come back for track practice one time and try it out, because I've been running sprints, and it never hurts to have someone else, put me through a workout.
Right.
So I show up, I do the track practice, and he's like, well, you actually have some speed and some form. He's like, you look like you've been working with somebody. I'm like, no, this is what I just been doing my own thing. I had a coach out in LA for 10 years that I'd go to UCLA and work with him, but he was a tennis coach who trained his athletes on the track. So he wasn't necessarily a track coach, but he, would put me through a decent workout out there, and I got some, I had some good times on UCLA track for the 10 years I was in LA. But anyway, so I go this last November and do this practice, and he's like, he starts talking about this track meet that's the following Sunday here in Austin, and I was like, oh, I'd like to come watch it. He's like, great. He says, well, I'll send you the information, and you can come check it out. Well, the next day he sends me the information, and he's like, you should actually run it. Let's see what happens. Just see where your times are and what happens. We'll do the one in the 200, and we'll see what happens. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, why not? I have spikes, and I'll wear Lululemon. They've got run and wear, and I'm like, whatever. So I show up to the track meet. I run the 100 and the 200. My 100-meter dash puts me 4th in the country for my age group. I have to say that.
What? Okay.
And I ran this is a kind of a funny story. I ran a 13.38 for my 100. My 200, I came back. I ran I think a 28.
Ooh.
53, I think. My 200 is not as strong, but I was like, well, and so he's like, Monica, this is awesome. So my 100 puts me in the 4th in the country in my age group. So I'm like, all right, well, okay, whatever. So come December, I actually took almost the entire month of December off. It's usually when I take my, kind of like my downtime and enjoy the holidays, my friends and all that. So I come back in January, and I have my first track practice, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm hurting. Yeah, you know how that is. So yeah, I get going again. First track meet is on February 9th or something. I don't know, somewhere like that. It is 36 degrees outside when I go to the track meet, outdoor track meet. I'm in my Iceland coat, and it is freezing. It's 36 degrees when I show up, and it's 41 when I leave, 4 hours later. So my times weren't any better than the previous, but my goodness, it was freezing cold out. So my coach is like, don't worry about it. It's pretty cool that you actually stayed out there and ran.
Right.
I did the 100, the 200, and my times weren't anything spectacular. They weren't that far off of my other times, but they weren't better. So I go back again last 2 weekends ago. It was February 26th. It was right before the Arnold's. So I go out here and have some friends there. My brother's there, and I run a beautiful day out. I run my 100-meter dash, and they tell me I go up and find out my time because they hadn't announced it yet, and I was like, I wonder what my time is. So I go up and I get my time, and I'm literally upset with myself. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm running slower than I ran in November. So I text my coach because he was not able to get there for the 100, but he was coming in for the 400. I was running a 400 next. And so he texted me. He's like, what's going on? What was your 100? And I was like, my time was 12:82. Right. And I told him, I was like, why am I slower than before? And he writes me back, he goes, are you crazy? He says, you ran at 13:3 before. He goes, your new time actually is your PR, and that puts you like second in the country right now with the 100-meter dash, you know, based on the times that are listed online. So I was cracking up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so out of it. But and then I ran a 400, and I came in a 66.1, which is the first 400-meter dash I'd run since high school competitively. Right. So I was pretty shocked with my time, seeing how when I was just practicing on my own before, I used to run like an 86, and I'd be like, oh, great. Well, here I am 20 seconds faster, and I'm just getting ready. So long story short, I'm running a track meet this Sunday here in Austin again, just for the conditioning, the practice, and all that. And then I'm going the following weekend to the Masters Nationals in Indiana. Okay. And we'll be running the 60, the 400, and the 200 there. And I'm hoping to just have some amazing times. I've got a nice little endorsement deal with Skechers shoes. They've got a new shoe out for running called Go Run, and so they're endorsing me, and I'm endorsing them, and I'm hoping to. So your question was, you know, am I still as motivated? I am actually even more motivated right now because this is not a subjective sport. You either can do it and you're fast, or you can't. So I'm extremely excited about where my times are. My 400 is about 7th in the country right now, so if I can shave off a couple seconds, which I'm sure I can, seeing how I'm, you know, going to just get faster with that one. I ran a 57 in high school, so I'm like, how much faster can I get here? Wow. But I have some high expectations of myself, and the Outdoor Masters Nationals is in the beginning of August, so I have my sights on a few things and getting back into my hurdles, because I still can do hurdles, so I'd like to. So my motivation is just in another field, but as strong as ever, if not stronger, and it's keeping me in amazing shape.
I see that. Well, see, it's all about fitness. Now, to give people a preview of what these times are, 12.8. 2, 3, so on and so forth, 12.8 anything. That is what the typical high school kid that is placing first and going to states, that's what they're running. Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
When Bricks was in high school, Bricks was running 11.2 something. By the time I went to Florida State on my track scholarship, I thought 11.2 was good until these guys were down there running 10.8 to clean up my clock. So, you know, with 12.8 anything.
You totally get the track thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bricks understands.
What's so funny is I have a lot of fans that are on the track field that are like, what are you doing here? You know, they're cracking up because I'm coming over, and they're actually kind of going, wow, you've made me understand that fitness people aren't just all looks, that they actually are athletic. So there's been quite a few people that have been at the track that are like, well, you just gave me a whole new opinion of fitness people, you know, because they always thought, well, you know, great, you have show muscle, but you can't do anything with it. Exactly. So I'm out there changing the world and bringing more people in to understand that fitness isn't just about good looks.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
Utilizing what muscle I have, and now it's just, you know, I'm cracking up because I'm like, well, I'm a little bit heavier than I was in high school.
Right. But hold on one second, Monica. Hold on one second, because I'm glad you said that you actually have muscles that you can utilize, and it's more so it's more so for that and not so much for show. And we're going to get into that, but unfortunately, Rick's got to take a commercial. So if Monica can hold tight, if my listeners can hold tight, if everybody can hold tight, guess what? We'll be right back on FTNS.
FTNS, where fitness comes to life. It's here, the newest weapon in post-workout recovery nutrition. This natural and organic all-in-one formula delivers the ammunition your body needs to advance on your battlefield and beyond. Introducing Nutrition's Basic Training. Protein, branched-chain amino acids, vitamins, minerals, good fats, and enzymes with no artificial sugars, colors, or flavors. Go to www.amnutritionhealth.com and join the ranks of the supplement revolution. Beyond protein, the body's ammunition. Nutrition.
Bragg Live Food Products introduces new Bragg Organic Hawaiian Fat-Free Dressing and Marinade, the world's healthiest Hawaiian dressing made with organic tropical fruits, including organic Hawaiian noni fruit. This dressing is perfect on salads, veggies, or used as a flavorful marinade. Look for it in your favorite natural food store. And here's Dr. Patricia Bragg.
You will love my Bragg Organic Hawaiian Dressing and Marinade.
Hi, this is Marina. Join me weekdays at noon Eastern Time on FTNS Radio for High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. I myself am a mother of 3 who has lost 100 pounds writing music for the health and fitness communities. I'll be joined by guests from the worlds of fitness, music, entertainment, and more. Listen and work out at the same time, walking in place, running outside, or even sitting at your desk or in your car. So come on, today's the day to believe in you with Marina's High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk, weekdays at noon on FTNS Radio.
Today's the day. I believe, I know, nothing can stand in the way. Today's the day. I believe, I know, nothing can stand in the way. Today's the day.
Need FTNS on the go? There's an app for that. Download the FTNS app for your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch now. FTNS, world's first fitness radio, will keep you moving. Welcome back to FTNS, world's first fitness radio. Enjoy the show.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Body Shop. I am your host, Bricks. My in-studio co-host is Mr. Brian Cannone.
Bricks.
Yeah, baby.
Big night for you.
Big night for me, man. You know why?
Yep.
I got my favorite person back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I got my favorite person back on the line.
Protege.
I got my protege in here. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Nick Wright. Big Nick, what's going on?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Ah, man, I'm hanging in there. Hey. You know I got Monica Brant on the phone, right?
I absolutely do. I've had a crush on her since I was about 14.
There you go. Okay, well, that lasted about 2 years. Monica, don't listen to him. Monica, that's jail paid over there, Monica.
Nah, all right?
I'm good. He's 20 years old, and he has 7 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, find me on Skondor.
I'm on Skondor. Okay, now, let's get back to the matter at hand, okay? And that is, Monica Brant will be giving a seminar April 15th at the 4 Points by Sheridan, Meriden. That's at 275 Research Parkway in Meriden, Connecticut. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for more information or if you want to purchase tickets, I encourage you to visit fitnessatlanta.com/seminar. We're offering 2 deals. Okay, one is an early bird special for the first 40 people. Get your tickets now. They're only $29. Now, the price is going to go up to $39 after the first 40 people. So don't miss out. Reserve your seats today. If you want the all-day fitness VIP ticket, right? That's good for Saturday the 14th, and the VIP ticket for the seminar with the stars, and that will be April 15th. Reserve your seats today for only $94. That's going to get you into the show, and that's going to get you into seeing 2-time WBFF Bikini World Champion Chatty Dunmore. You're also going to see 2011 WBFF Pro Bodybuilding Champion Matt Sterling. You're going to see a very good friend of mine, Oxygen cover model, Body by VAR lady, Miss Lindsay Messina, and the one and only, the legend, the icon, one of the greatest people I know, Miss Monica Brant, will also be there. Now, Monica.
Yes.
Still running track, still hanging in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, baby.
You still got the
Legs are
passion for
feeling it.
fitness, absolutely. Now, see, you still
Thank
got.
goodness for rollers and cross balls that I can use to roll out all the muscle.
Roll it all out, huh?
Great. Dude, I sit on the phone and I'll put the lacrosse ball under my hamstrings, and yeah, I take advantage. I'm cooking food or doing dishes, and I got a roller under my feet. Work it out.
Work it out, huh? Work it out. Okay. How did the sponsorship deal with Skechers actually come along?
Well, I have, this is kind of interesting. I have had a friend that works at Skechers, and he was a fan, and I guess he's still a fan, but he's a friend now. And I met him probably in 1998 or 99.
Nick was about 2 years old back then.
I was 7. All right, I'm just shortchanging. I was 7.
Long time ago. Yep. So, and we've kept in touch this whole time, and for a while there, he was really trying to get me involved with Skechers because of the fitness part, with all of my covers and contests, and they didn't really seem to ever. Well, they never bit on any of that.
Right.
So he was always a little bit frustrated. He was like, I don't know. He's like, Skechers just isn't. They don't really get the fitness industry. And, and unfortunately for us, it's still not mainstream.
Right.
And I don't know if it has to do with bodybuilding or what, but it's not mainstream yet. And I'm say yet because I'm always optimistic. So when I started doing this track stuff, I put a call into them and just kind of threw it out there. I said, hey, you guys interested in doing anything with me? I've got this and that coming up. I'm doing the master. He got back to me and said, let me look into it, and got back to me pretty quick and said, we're totally interested.
Nice.
And the reason is they have Go Run Skechers. So they want to promote their run shoe, and it's a great shoe. It feels good, and they actually have, it's kind of cool, they have a athlete that is signed with Skechers now, and he was a Nike athlete for a long time, and he just won the Olympic trials in the marathon.
Wow.
In Skechers, and he ran his fastest 2 times of the marathon. This is the information I've been given with Skechers, and so they're pretty excited about this, and they're looking for other run athletes, I suppose, so to promote their Go Run Skechers shoe. So it was kind of one of the things where I've had the connection with this fan who became a friend over the last however many years now. Has it been 12 years? Oh gosh, it's been over 12 years.
Don't date yourself.
No, I don't mind about talking about the age, but what's so funny, not funny, but what's so sad to me is that our fitness industry is so unmainstream. It's just like it's so hard to break in, and look at all the stuff I've done and the covers and it just doesn't really matter to a lot of mainstream people. Companies, they just don't get the industry. Like, okay, what's it all about? But as soon as you can utilize your muscle, they're interested.
Yeah, right. So
unless you have some kind of agency that can get you in front of there, and they happen to like your look for an ad, then maybe you can get that. But actually getting an endorsement, I had years and years ago, I had a contact for Nike and looked into trying to do something with that, and the same thing. They were like, oh, bodybuilding, steroids, not so sure, because they say bodybuilding and fitness industry. It's not just, you're not secluded from this whole, idea that it's all steroids.
Right. Monica, what advice would you have for let me throw something out there just a little differently towards you.
Are you taking away from my seminar though? Like,
would I ever do that from you? No.
One thing that I have to say, you can hear the answer, but you have to come to the seminar.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I'll throw that at you. No. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a 2-part question, okay? I'm going to give you one in which I want you to say, come to the seminar, and then I'm going to ask my real question, okay? How's that?
Oh, man, that's organized.
So, Monica Brant, how does one go about training to win a contest?
Work with me. No, you know what? It's such a personal thing. I mean, the nutrition program, the training program, it really has to do with that person. You know, I've got a girl that I want to start working with, and I'm going to start working with, but she had to get through some business thing, and I was getting through the Arnold, and so we're supposed to connect in a week from now. And she's like, "Well, I can't do sprints, and I can't do this and that because of my knees." Mm-hmm. Well, so you know, we're going to have to modify things. We're going to have to work around some things. And is it that she's got bad knees, or is it just that she, you know, maybe had an incident a long time ago and hasn't really? Because I've worked with girls at my fem camp that they get so nervous about jumping because they're like, "Oh, something hurt 10 years ago, and I've never jumped again." And so, you know, it's kind of fun to break through those plateaus and those fears that people have.
Right.
But everyone's such an individual, you know, you really have to narrow down. And so when I work with clients, and I've been doing that now for the last couple of years, it's been fun. I try not to take on too many because my travel schedule keeps me from being, you know, too accessible. But I'm there for emails and text, and but I really try to work on people's their spiritual side, their emotional side. You know, when I'm talking about women, it's easy to connect with women on all of those pieces, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
If I can help with those pieces, then it makes the nutrition and the training stuff so much better. And of course, I really emphasize nutrition and sleep as your first primary things you have to get in, and then your training comes in thirdly. Now, if you don't have nutrition and you don't have sleep going for you in a good place and not depleting and all of that, then you can get the type of training in that you really want to get. And I find that most people have the training they think down, but they don't have the rest of it down. So they're never seeing any results because they're overtraining and they're under-eating and they're not sleeping. And this seems to be very typical of what I've found with most of my clients. So if I can start getting their mind to understand and relax about all the training and the over cardio. Let's quit doing all that. Let's get that food working for you. And so then we have to, you know, nail down, well, what is the foods that you like to eat?
Right.
Let's make, you know, a really clean, fun, variety-full menu that has protein, carbs, and fats. So you can do this type of training, and then it works, and then your body's happy. It's going, yay, I have food, I get exercise. It's kind of like a dog.
Kind of like a dog, huh?
Dogs have to eat, and they want to run and play, and they want to sleep.
Absolutely.
So it's just putting all those pieces together and then really being able to connect with your client and say, okay, these are the things that they need to do to make and then getting to know the client. So I find if you have too many clients, you can't really get to know people. So, you know, I want to get to know people. I want to know when they're going on trips. I want to know what they're doing with their kids. I want to know, you know, what their weaknesses are and what their strengths are, and, you know, how things are going with the husband. I'm always like, hey, call me before you tell your husband any kind of issue.
No male bashing at this seminar.
If you're having an issue and you're upset with something that you're doing at the fitness world and you're paying for this, then they're like, why are we doing something that upsets you?
Right.
You know, why are we paying for something that upsets you? So I always tell my girls, come to me first with any issues. Let's see if we can, you know, iron it out before you talk to your husband, because when you talk to your husband or your boyfriend, you need to be like happy about what you're doing and relaxed with it, so they don't feel like they have to fix it. And if they can't fix it, don't tell you to fix it.
Wow, she has us down.
I know this. This is science.
You know what it sounds like? It actually sounds like you're more like a life coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of a weird word to me, but yes, I just call it coaching in all aspects. And I always tell my girls I'm a text away, phone call away. Just holler at me before you go to the man. You guys.
No male bashing, Monica. No male bashing. No male bashing.
No, there's no male bashing.
I love you like a play cousin, but there's no male bashing, Monica. All right.
I'm saving you guys from having to hear, well, oh, my body's fat, my butt jiggles, and I feel miserable today. And
that's a good thing in my world.
Yeah, like we get to do these competitions. We get to do what we do in this industry. It's crazy to think that in other countries, women would be beat or killed to do this kind of stuff. We get to do this. This is a beautiful blessing that we get to do in the States and in Canada and in Australia and some of these other nice countries. But, you know, there's some other countries out there where women are not able to do anything that we do, not even remotely close. Like, they'll be killed if they start to try to train, and much less think about a competition. So, like, I always try to put that perspective. Like, this is an amazing opportunity that you are blessed with. Like, take advantage of, have fun with it, enjoy every minute of it. Don't be consumed with the diet. If your dieting is crappy, it's because you're depleting. Maybe you're overdoing cardio, you're not really eating enough. Maybe you need to sleep more and train less. Let's figure it out. Let's make it work for your schedule. Okay,
Monica, hold on one second, because you're giving out a lot of information, but I know that the man that has a crush on you since he was 14, he's only 20 now, so I guess it really don't matter. But he has a question for you, and you know what? I did promise him that if he came down to the studio, he would get a chance to talk to Monica Brant. So, Nick Wright, go ahead.
Well, in all seriousness, Monica, I did see you one time come through a Gold's Gym in Rhode Island. I think that was the first time I saw you in person doing a seminar there, and that was cool. And it's obviously always fun to follow somebody who reaches a level of success like you have in this kind of career. That's obviously what I'm shooting for. You sound like you have nailed down a lot of points that a lot of coaches tend to neglect, like the actual wellness aspects you're going over right now. What would you say your limit in clientele is? Like, you don't like to take too many on at a time, so you can obviously give them each optimal attention. What's your typical limit for how many clients you take on at a time?
When you keep asking a question, it cuts out. So what was the actual question?
Just what is your actual, the maximum amount of clients you'll take on at one time?
Oh, well, I probably have on any given month, I've got anywhere from 3 to 6.
All right.
So I'm trying not to take on too many more than that, because I really want, and those are all online. I've got a couple here in Austin that I work with throughout the time too, and I do some personal training here. I've got some great opportunities at some different locations where I can train people. So I have clients that fly in for a weekend. I've got a gal now who's training for your show, Brian.
There it is.
She's doing figure. She's very excited. She came from the NPC, and she's so excited about the WBFF, and she's got her first show. I'll just throw her name out, Audra Dowling, Dowling. So she's here in Austin right now, and we did a great shoulder workout today, and I'll be working on her poison presentation tomorrow, and then we have a HIIT session on Saturday. And so I am just trying not to, like, it's kind of hit and miss. If I've got, a busier month or two, then I, try not to overwhelm myself with more people, because I really want to give everyone the quality time. But it's every client that I work with, I'm like, look, I can't be, if they're in Austin, I'm like, I can't be your everyday trainer. Like, I will train you when I'm in town and have the opportunity and we can meet, but I really need to have people that can do their thing, or they maybe have a trainer they can work with, and then, they follow my every P's and Q's for, the nutrition program. And that's really what I specify. Like, I'm just big on the nutrition. I really want these girls eating well, so they're not binging, they're not snacking. And then when they come off a show, they can go back into a good place, because they haven't been depleted for so long, where they're all of a sudden, dying for everything under the sun. If we can keep them where the nutrition gets them lean for show, and they eat all the way through, and we barely change anything, because their metabolism is going, then they don't have to overkill in cardio. They're not coming off a show with all this post-show, syndrome that so many girls get. And they feel great after show, and they know how to get back to a healthy eating program after the show, which I still, I have another different program that I do with some girls after shows, post-shows, in between for maintenance. But it's really that they've learned that they can eat, and the foods they eat they like, and then they can continue after this event, whatever the event is, they can continue to eat well. And that's the biggest thing, is teaching them how to eat, so that it's a lifestyle program, and they fine-tune it for a show or an event, but they get back on their lifestyle program, and it's not, it's not such a ridiculous, like, you can only have boiled chicken and, I don't know, brown rice or steamed veggies. I really have a huge variety of food that I eat and that I allow my clients to eat, and they're like so much happier.
Right. Yeah, you know what? I'm already getting happier the minute you said you don't just have to eat that. Now, I know Monica Brant doesn't believe in cheat days or cheat meals. I think you call it treating yourself. And
rewards.
There you go. Some rewards. So
and I have to give props. That came from Nathan Harewood, my coach that I've worked with for my show. And I never really liked the whole cheat meal aspect of it. But when Nathan's been working with us on our camps forever, and then since 2004, and then we got him involved with the nutrition aspect of it because I can't do teaching everything at my camp. And Nathan's awesome, and so he's actually the one who coined the reward meal in my mind. But so I have to give props where they're due.
All right, so big props to Nathan for that right there.
Are lovely.
Okay. Props to Nathan for the reward meals thing. You mentioned that you're training somebody for Brian's show, April 14th, 2012. Oakdale Theater. Monica Brant will officially be back on stage. Not that you're competing. When I say that, it's for the fans out there that has never seen Monica Brant in person. Here's what I want you to do. Purchase a ticket. Come to the Fitness Atlantic event. Sit down in the audience. Cheer for Bricks. And then when Monica Brant comes out to give out a trophy, cheer for Monica. And maybe, I'm saying maybe, just maybe, I can get Monica to hit a pose one time. So
pose.
Yeah. No,
what kind of pose?
Because you want to know why?
See, I don't do anything. What am I do? A standing back tuck in my dress?
Hey, Monica, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you gotta do something for Bricks, all right? You gotta do something for me.
I'll do a sprint.
No, you can't sprint right now. They can't catch it on camera if Monica sprints. You're too fast. You're too fast. You got you, Jackie Joyner, and then you got Usain Bolt. Can't nobody catch all that. That's too much speed right there.
You're funny.
I'm working on it. Working on my comedy routine. Just in case the MCing and the hosting thing don't work out, I'm gonna fall back on comedy. All right, now once again we got Seminar with the Stars. Monica Brant will be there. Please go to fitnessatlanta.com/seminar. We're having an early bird special and we're having a VIP special. Brian Cannone will give you more information about that when we come back from the break. And then I have a question for Monica that I don't believe she's been asked yet, because that's just what I does. That's what I do. Why? Because I'm Bricks, and 175,000 strong is listening right now. Monica, thank you so much. Let's try to get it up to 177 by the time we come back from the break. Monica, hold tight. Everybody else, hold tight. You're listening to The Body Shop on FTNS. We'll be right back.
It's time for a fitness break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back on FTNS.
It's here, the newest weapon in post-workout recovery nutrition. This natural and organic all-in-one formula delivers the ammunition your body needs to advance on your battlefield and beyond. Introducing Nutrition's Basic Training. Protein, branched-chain amino acids, vitamins, minerals, good fats, and enzymes with no artificial sugars, colors, or flavors. Go to www.amnutritionhealth.com and join the ranks of the supplement revolution. Beyond protein, the body's ammunition, Nutrition.
The fitness industry is beginning a transformation unlike ever before. It is more important than ever to be innovative and creative in order to connect with your customers. FTNS, world's first fitness radio, is here to help you do it. FTNS advertising packages are designed for high-impact, high-frequency reinforcement of your message. Over 70 million people in the U.S. listen to internet radio each month. FTNS targets fitness-minded people that you want to reach but have never been able to effectively target before. Radio advertising is like word of mouth because it comes from a friend, the listener station. Internet radio is brand building. Positioning your brand through a concept or an attitude is easy to achieve personally, frequently, and economically on radio. Let's partner together to get your message delivered to the hearts and minds of the FTNS listeners. For more information, please email marketing@ftns.co.
Hi, I'm Amy Hall, host of The Green Gate. What are you hungry for? Do you need to rebalance your plate? Join us as we talk about whole, sustainable food, awesome recipes, and all the other things that nourish us. Now is the time to change your relationship with food and get back to the simple, delicious, nutritious basics. The Green Gate, your doorway to great food and healthy living. Weekdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, only on FTNS.
Need FTNS on the go? There's an app for that. Download the FTNS app for your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch now. FTNS, world's first fitness radio, will keep you moving.
The Hardcore Show, turning chumps to champs and Joes to pros. It's time for you to take your training to the next level when just being big is not enough.
This is Hardcore.
Host Lou Santella will be talking with today's elite and extreme athletes to discover their keys to success. You'll learn valuable tips on strength, power, and endurance.
This is Hardcore.
The Hardcore Show is for those of all fitness levels, from the extreme athlete to the person just starting out on their path to reach their fitness goals. Listen to The Hardcore Show, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on
FTSN Network. FTSN Network.
Seriously, Lou, if you don't learn how to pronounce FTNS, I'll be calling you Ulo.
I said it right. Give me something.
Welcome back to FTNS, world's first fitness radio. Enjoy the show.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Body Shop. I am your host, Bricks. In studio co-host is Mr. Brian Cannone.
Bricks.
Yeah, man. And the 20-year-old sensation, he had to go because it was
bedtime.
Bedtime for him. It's bedtime for him. So that means that now we can have grown-up talk with the lovely Miss Monica Brant. Monica, welcome back to the Body Shop.
Thank you. I was like, oh no, I got cut off.
You know Bricks is never going to let that happen. You know what I mean? You know what? If you fall, I'll be there to catch you. Don't ever worry about nothing, all right?
I can fall back on your arms and you catch me.
Anytime you want to, baby. Anytime you want to. Okay.
Why, thank you.
Pleasure will always be mine. Okay. Monica, question for you that I don't believe you've been asked, and Bricks needs to know.
Uh-oh.
Bricks has to, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hot seat. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
You have Jay Cutler's doing his own show. You got the Arnold Classic, huge success. I want to know, are we ever going to see...
She had her own show.
Be quiet. Let me finish. See, you think I'm going with like the Monica Brant Invitational or some crap like that, right? That's not where I was going. Peep game. Okay, we have all these things. Everybody's doing shows, and we know, you know what, at the end of the day, everybody's popping these things out. But with your background in fitness, with the success that you have, and with the crossover appeal that you have now, especially with your current deal with Skechers, what I want to know is, will there ever come a day where we see Monica Brant on The Biggest Loser as a trainer?
Well, I don't know. You know what? There was an audition that came through Texas last year, and I went and auditioned and did all the stuff they asked me to do, and I thought it went well, but, you know, they were asking me, and I think the biggest question, well, I don't know this thing, but they were asking me a question that I really couldn't answer, and it was... you know, what kind of success have you had with people trying to lose a lot of weight? Like, what's the biggest success story you've had? And, you know, my girls are all, they come to me with, you know, fairly good physiques and maybe a new competitor or some, but there's not like huge weight loss. I don't have obese people that I work with. So it was, you know, it's hard to explain that to people because sometimes losing that 10 to 5 pounds is hard to do, and you know, to get a physique to be ready for a stage is extremely hard to do. You know, sometimes it's easier to do, I mean, harder to do, in my opinion, than having someone that's, you know, 350 pounds lose 20 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever, or 80 pounds. So I couldn't, you know, answer that. In my opinion, that was something that they were specifically like drilling me about in the interview, and I didn't have that story to relate back to them. And you know, they don't, those kind of people don't understand my fan base. They don't maybe realize that I have a huge network of people that probably tune in to The Biggest Loser. So, you know, I don't know. I didn't get it. So I did audition for it with the idea, well, hey, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. I tried. It had a, you know, great little, they wanted me to put some people through a boot camp, and showed up. I had 6 people with me, and not 6. I had 4 people with me that were going to do the boot camp for me. I, you know, drove up, and some met me in Dallas and they all wore my shirts, and it was fun, you know. But I felt like that went really well. But you just never know. Maybe they didn't want a blonde. Maybe they wanted brunette, or they wanted who knows, you know.
Well, yeah, it's
so
TV too.
I can't answer that because it's really those kind of things are all about who you know and who can get you in and what kind of PR person you got and all of that.
That's exactly. We've had 2 of the trainers from The Biggest Loser on our show here, and they both said the same thing. They had publicists. They worked really hard at it, and Brett Hobel, how many times did he try out? 3, like
4 times.
A ton before he actually trained Jillian himself, and then she gave the word, and like kind of he got the nod, you know.
Right.
Yeah, just this last week we had Dovette Quince, who's on the show now, and he seemed to come out of nowhere and just was on the show. But yeah, he's the same thing. Publicist, worked really hard, trained a ton of celebrities.
That, so.
That's okay. You know
I don't have that right now. You know,
Monica, you don't even need it though. You don't even need that.
You know, it depends on what route you want to go. Like, if you're really wanting to push, you know, the entertainment and that whole TV, you know, stuff, then you have to be in the right people to do that for you. That believe in who you are and what you do. They, you know, they understand your industry and they know how to work that for you. Now, you know, when I lived in LA for 10 years, man, I worked my tail off just to pay my bills and to be able to live out there. So, and I booked jobs, you know, months in advance. It was really challenging. I had an agent out there, and I would go on some auditions when I was in town, but it was really tough because their callbacks always seemed to be, and I was out of town.
While you're working, right.
Even if I had gotten an opportunity to do something, you know, people hire me and for a guest appearance, I can't go, hey, by the way, I've got a callback, I can't make it to the guest appearance. I can't call in a stand-in double. So it was, you know, really hard to know, you know, and that's why, like, so many people that move to LA, they have to either dive into the whole entertainment center and they do, like, jobs that are, you know, waitress, waitstaff, hostess, or something where they can work and have easy hours to get kind of off when they need to go on these auditions, because you have to go on 500 auditions to get one.
Right.
Unless you have someone that's really working hard for you, and I just, you know, that's never been a dream of mine to be there, and I don't know if it's just not what God's plan is for me, or, I mean, because I know I work really hard at what I do. I don't know. Maybe God has another opportunity for me somewhere down the line that I just don't know about right now. But
well, maybe when you come and you're hanging out with Tony Horton.
Hey.
Maybe when she's hanging out with Brant and Brian. Okay? We're the celebrities. Let's talk about that right now.
You know what show I'd really like
Tony's
to do out of
with
all
us.
of them? I'd really like to do Dancing with the Stars.
Really?
And you know what's kind of funny? Here's a funny story. I was out in L.A., and I have some really great friends in L.A. that I made, you know, when I lived out there for 10 years. And so when I go to L.A., I get to visit my friends. And one of my friends I stay with, and he's right in Bel Air, and he's got a nice home, and I can stay in this extra room. I have my own bath, and it's just a beautiful thing. I come and go as I want. And one of his friends is a huge agent there in LA, like big time celebrity. So every once in a while I get to, you know, see him, and he comes by my friend's house at night and visits with him or whatever. And so I was in there one time and we were talking, and I said, this was a couple of years ago, I was like, you know, I'd love to be on Dance with the Stars. And he looks at me and he says, he's like, well, you know, they only hire professional dancers to do the dance part. And I didn't know how to respond, because obviously he knows nothing about who I am in my industry, and I didn't want to go, oh, well, don't you know who I am? I was kind of like, I just sat there and I go, oh, well, I said, yeah, I guess you're right, you know. And he thought I wanted to be on there for the dance part of it, not for the star part of it. And I was just kind of, I had to just kind of bite my tongue, because, I mean, what kind of response am I, you know, he works with A-list Hollywood people that are in these movies. So what I do to him is like, okay, great. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but you know what the difference is?
Like,
the A-list Hollywood people are trying to look like what we look like on a constant basis.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so but that was kind of like an eye-opener, like, okay. he doesn't even get who I am. Like, I'm not going to try to be the dance instructor. I want to be the other part. I want to follow a good dance instructor, and I know I can do it.
Well, you know what? Maybe we can make that. Well, Brian can make that happen because Brian is writing out to all these shows.
Brian.
There you go.
Now, Dance with the Stars. I want to do it.
Before we go any further, I got to give some shout outs. So we got at WBFF Pro Jer D. That's my man Jeremy Dick. I got at Fitness Emily. That's Emily Sterling to you. I got at Flora Yvette, at Holly Pacheco, at Corin Elise. They're all saying great show thus far. We also got, hold on, we also got at Stephen Avs. We got at Kelly Smith. I mean, the list goes on and on. At Mindy Clark. They're all on here. I really can't get to all of them. Oh, at David Ford. He says, great show. You know,
love him. He's doing our Fem Camp in Kelowna
absolutely.
in July. He's doing the photography.
All right. Now, Monica, is there anybody out there that you would like to thank?
Oh, goodness gracious. You know, number one, I always have to thank God for the abilities, the opportunities, the blessings. I mean, if I sit and think about it, I start tearing up. Like, I have had so much opportunity. I've had a healthy body for all these years, and I feel like every year I get healthier. I mean, if I didn't have my faith, I don't know where I'd be in this world. Honestly, I don't know how people survive without having some knowledge of God and understanding of Jesus Christ and everything that He offers. So, obviously, number one, that's number one. Number two, my family is so supportive. My mom, my dad, my brother, like, they are my backbone. They're just super supportive of anything I've ever done, and whatever I do, they just, you know, my biggest fans, and always there whenever I need to call. I don't see everyone as often as I'd like, but my dad and my mom are coming to my Masters Nationals, so how exciting for me to have my parents there.
Good luck with that as well. Good luck with that as well.
Thank you. And then, of course, I've got some just amazing friends and fans, and some of my fans have turned into friends, and just, I don't know, it's hard to thank everyone. I'd have to definitely thank Linda Thorson for believing in me and wanting to be a part of my Fem Camps that we've done since 2004, and they seem every year we're like, well, wonder how long we'll keep doing these. Well, girls keep signing up, so I love it. I love sharing what I can and bringing in the different people to help with those, like David Ford for the Kelowna camp, Paul Busetta for the Toronto camp. We're doing an Australia camp, and we're putting the final touches to that. We've got 3 camps here in the States. Robert Reef's doing the photography out at the Marina Del Rey camp, and then we're doing a mini camp with no photographer here in Austin. And then Florida, we might have a special surprise for that one. I just need to finalize some things with that before I announce who's photographer there, but really excited about that opportunity.
And don't forget about April 15th now, Monica. Don't forget about April 15th.
Oh, no, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
You said who am I thanking, so I'm trying to be fast about this. Nathan Harewood's been a huge friend to me and has been there for so many decisions for me. He's been an amazing trainer and friend and coach, and just can't thank him enough. I've got just an amazing, beautiful support here in Austin. You know, when I moved, people always said, oh, you can't move and meet friends right away, and it takes years to build friendships. And I don't know, God just opened the door for me to meet. I have about 6 girlfriends here in Austin that are genuine, loving, wonderful, God-fearing, amazing women. We pray together. We go have wine together. We celebrate birthdays and holidays. And I'm just floored. I can't leave Austin. I've got too good group of girls here in Austin that, you know, really support me and love me, and we do the same for each other, of course. And then just the fans in general. I mean, I have had years of amazing fans, and some that I've known for, 10 or 15 years. It's been so cool to see them every year and just reunite, even if it's just that one time a year. Like Arnold Classic, I have some people that come there every year. Do you know that was my 18th event at the Arnold? The Arnold was your
18th event?
18th time to go and work the booth, and every year it seems better, and I'm just, again, floored. And sometimes I'm in the middle of the booth, and the line's there, and the people, and I get so choked up because I'm like, this is just overwhelming with the people and the support and the love. And So just thank you to the fans, and of course then I'll go back to the promoters who bring me on. Brian, I'm really excited about being at your show, me having some clients in the show, and it's just it's a blessing every time I have these opportunities to come and share what I can share with the different group of people that show up for each event. So Brian, thank you for trusting me to come out and help make your show a success, and look forward to many more.
It's going to be good. Thank you.
There we go. Now, Monica, unfortunately, we are running out of time, but
come on, I could talk for another 2 hours.
Well, I'll tell you what we do. Let's get you back on for part 3. How's that?
Let's chat after the Masters National, see how things go.
Okay, cool. All right. Also, I got to give a shout out to Laura Warnick at JoyFit Pro and Paula Mile. I didn't forget about you guys. There's too many to mention. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, so I would like to leave everybody with this right here. Greatness is already within you. All you got to do is lay the BS to the side, step over the haters, keep God first, and everything else will fall into place. Hey, I'm signing off for the beautiful Miss Monica Brant, signing off for Brian Cannone, super producer, Mal. Don't forget, April 15th, Seminar with the Stars. Come and talk to Monica. Get your tickets. I'll be there. Monica will be there. Will you be there? Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. Gotta go. I'll see you when I see you.
Bye.
You are listening to